At BoykFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Get inspired at the 54th Annual Home and Garden Show, February 13th through the 15th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. $10 admission. Let the experts bring your home projects to life. Learn more at hbal.org.
Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination. There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town. MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
93.7 The Ticket Sports News go now.
Good morning, everyone. Time for your 93.7 The Ticket Sports Update. I'm Connor Crimmy. Another upset in college hoops last night as Virginia Tech downs 20th ranked Clemson on the road. The loss by the Tigers marks the 6th time that a ranked team has been beaten just this week. Nebraska basketball is back in the fray on Saturday, taking on Northwestern after coming off a heartbreaking loss to number 13 Purdue earlier in the week. The Valentine's Day game will tip off at noon on Big Ten Network. Nebraska softball takes on LSU this morning in the Shriners Children's Clear the Water Invitational at 9 a.m. The Big Red will take on Georgia later in the day and Tennessee tomorrow. For more sports updates, keep it tuned here at 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Lafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to this tremendous, beautiful, sunny, birds chirping, sky blue, sun out. Nick's guns are out. No, they're not. It's Thursday.
No, they're not.
Look at
I
those
feel like
guns
I've been
over
up
there.
for hours, though.
How many push-ups you owe me today? Because we didn't do any yesterday.
It was a chest day today, AD.
Oh, sounds like a chest problem, not my
It
problem.
does.
So you got 150 left?
Yes, that's correct.
150 because you knocked out 30, I think, like it was on Tuesday, I believe,
Yeah,
or Monday.
yeah, one of those days.
So you got 130 left. How about we just knock all of them out today?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be possible. As much as I would love to get out from underneath this debt, I just don't think it's possible, unfortunately.
Hey, we don't talk about impossible.
Well,
Cross out the I and the M, and you
well,
got possible.
Well, I don't think it's possible. So
You're just talking about. Look,
I'm not
AD,
saying it's impossible.
You're
I
like
just
AD,
don't think it's possible.
You can save all the motivation and sprinkle jargon.
Yeah.
I'm not doing 150 today.
Yeah, go ahead and
There's
you
nothing
can,
wrong with that,
yeah.
my brother. You know what, folks? I just want to tell you something. I am very proud of my little brother, my co-host. You know, my my bonus son,
Super
Nick
son.
Sainert. This morning, I'm at my kitchen table, have my coffee going, sipping on some coffee. Just my morning routine, a little devotion time, etc. And I tell you what, I was blown away. At first, I thought I was dreaming. Like, maybe I'm not even up yet. At 4:47 a.m.,
Yeah.
I get good morning, bro. I sent him a picture with my eyes about shooting out of my head.
I know, you were shocked.
I didn't know if you needed a ride or you're just getting home. I know it had been a long night.
Man, if I was, I just, what I need to start doing is I just need to start scheduling texts your way. So that way, because now you can schedule messages now on iPhones and stuff.
What?
You can schedule messages. Did you not know this?
No.
Oh, it's huge. It's great because I'll think about like, oh, I want to contact this client tomorrow. I want to text this person tomorrow morning, but I'll forget about it. So what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll schedule the message, and then we're good to go.
We definitely got to talk on the break.
Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, it's like the send later messages.
Dude, that is
It's
crazy
huge.
cool.
It's huge. Yeah, it's incredibly
So
beneficial.
let me ask you this then. Was your message to schedule with me this morning? You
No,
were still
it was
sleeping?
not. No, it was not.
Nick's like, I didn't wake up till 6:30.
Man, well rested. Nick was up at 3 a.m. Then he sent another text. No, what will be funny is I just need to schedule multiple messages. One at like 4, one at 4:15. So then it's just like after you reply, I just have another one that's just automatically sent in your way.
I was proud of you, man.
Thank you.
I was shocked.
I felt like you probably enjoyed the audio message that you got after as well.
Yeah, I was. That actually, you know what? That verifies that you were up.
That did verify that I was awake.
Can you schedule audio messages?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
It verified that I was awake because I sent you the audio message. And I said, well, first I sarcastically talked about how I wanted to be like you. And then I said, in all reality, my alarm was supposed to go off at 5:15 and I just somehow woke up at 4 a.m. So here I am.
And then I sent you the Mr. Rogers meme that says,
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
You did.
You know that. Right?
And I appreciate that. I appreciated that tremendously.
I'm glad you're up, man.
So,
folks, glad that you were riding with us this morning. Appreciate all the riders that ride with us on the drive and the drivers as well. We got a great show for you this morning. A lot to go over, a lot to cover. As we speak, and we'll talk about this at 9:25 as well. The ladies are taking on, the women's softball team is taking on LSU right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska's up 1-0. I think is it 30?
No, not 1-0.
1-0?
No, it's tied at 0.
I can't see my glasses.
You're looking at the hits column.
Oh, man.
After the top of the first, it just started at 9 a.m. After the top of the first, It is 0-0.
I probably should put my glasses.
You probably should put your
Because
glasses
I
on.
can't even see my
You go,
computer.
are we
see
in
my
the
eyes?
third? Well, you go. Are they in the third inning? Well, dang. Might be the fastest 2.5 innings of softball I've ever known in mankind. And it's 9:12 in the morning.
You know, Jody Fromm, she pitches pretty fast.
yeah. But my word, that means Nebraska's offense isn't doing a whole lot. No, Nebraska just left. So Nebraska softball, number 8 in the country, by the way, if you didn't know. Number 8 in the country. They play 12th ranked LSU right now on ESPN2. And then later today, they play 20th ranked Georgia down in Clearwater, Florida on ESPN2 as well. So busy day on the diamond for Nebraska softball.
We will also, at 9:25, dive more into that, kind of break that down, as Nick just beautifully did. And we will also dive into history. We got that. 10 o'clock, we're talking bracketology. Going to talk a little bracketology. Nebraska could either be in Oklahoma, they could be possibly in Houston. So we're going to go through that fairly thoroughly because there's a lot to discuss there, man. And Nick is getting that time to where literally Nebraska, all of us, this is new territory for everyone that's a Nebraska basketball fan. It's never happened before to where to be seated this high, etc. So we'll discuss that. Also, the 10:30 hour, give or take how much time we get into bracketology, because we want to discuss that ad nauseum. A lot of that. Jackaroo, that is Jack Russell, your Farm Bureau agent. He is at the corner of 1040 O Street right now, and I swear he washed his truck before he left his house this morning. Nick, do you see that out there?
Oh, always. Look, Jack's got the shades on too.
Yeah,
I think he purposely drives towards the east every morning. Simply so he can wear the shades.
I think he does.
It's definitely not because he drives in from Seward.
In the words of the late Stuart Scott, Jack is cooler than the other side of the pillow, man. Cooler than the other side of the pillow. So we'll discuss some Huskers who got it. What'd you say?
No, just keep going.
Keep going. No,
there's a couple of texts here that I want to get to at some point here. IQ Crew says, "Hey, Swim, the early break stool wanted to know if you have any connections to the Pope. I do not know Pope Leo." Thomas and Lincoln says, AD Nick couldn't make a decision yesterday. Call out Nick. A decision on what, Thomas and Lincoln? Let me know there.
Was it when he lied about not? Was it the
the
lie of omission?
It wasn't a lie. It was not a lie. We don't need to get into this, but the last thing I will say,
we don't need to get into this.
We don't need to get into this, but I want the last word. Is that
shocker?
Yeah. I want to be able to have the last word here. Is that I just left some things out. I don't,
Boy, there's a lot of. I'm not gonna say nothing.
There you go.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
So there's a lot of people that are wanting me to explain how you schedule a text.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's only available, I believe, on iPhones.
Off you wrong. He goes, Raph can't schedule a text on a Samsung.
Yeah, Raph can't schedule a text on a Samsung.
Maybe Raph will figure it out. Maybe you can't do it.
Maybe there is a way on Samsungs. I don't know. But on Apple, on iPhones, if you have a rather newer phone or rather newer update, I think I have like the 16. I don't know what phone I have, honestly. After you text something, you can push the plus side on the left side. And if you scroll all the way down, it'll be a button that says send later. And you should, I believe you can only do it iPhone to iPhone. So that's the other caveat, is the person has to have, drop the phone. The other person has to have an iPhone as well. But there's a little button that says send later. And then you can schedule the time, push the send button, and it will pop up as a transparent text, like a little bubble. Now it'll look slightly different from what normal ones are.
I've never even scrolled down far enough to even see this.
Okay, Eric helps us out with valuable information, even though he is mean in this text. He says Androids have been able to schedule texts for years, you simpleton, Nick. Well, I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you for the valuable information. Jason also adds you can do it on Samsung. I don't know how to do it on Samsung. I've never had a Samsung or an Android.
Well, I'm glad that they can do it on the Samsung.
Yeah,
Android.
I'm glad.
This is not a
this
beef
isn't. We're not pitting the two parties
No.
against each other.
See, that's our society.
That's the problem
now.
with the world nowadays.
That's our society. Everything's a fight. It's like, no, you prefer Android, you prefer Samsung, you prefer Apple.
Yeah.
Use what you use.
100%. Use what you're comfortable with. I've tried to peer pressure my dad for no reason at all, just because he's the only one. I've tried to peer pressure my dad for the last years to get an iPhone. But the man is he's in his 60s. He's comfortable with his Samsung. He's comfortable with his Android. And
that's okay.
It's perfectly fine.
My dad had a flip phone for the past 15 years before he passed away.
Sometimes I wonder if flip phones would be simpler.
It was simple. He was like, I don't need all that other stuff.
Yeah.
He goes, I just need to be able to call out and call in. That's all I need.
Yeah.
He would not upgrade. He used it was my mom's old flip phone.
I had a good old slide. It was one of those that, when you wanted to record a ringtone, it wasn't a smartphone. This was back when I was in 8th grade.
Back with what they call those?
That it wasn't the Razor. It wasn't the Motorola Razor.
The Kick or
I don't remember.
Text line, help us out. What was that phone called?
I want to say it was a Motorola. Maybe it was the Razor, but it was the side. It was not the Razor. It was not up and down. I can't remember what it is.
What was the name of that phone, folks? Help us out. MT Westy, what's up, homie? I've heard from you in a while, man. What's up, dog? He goes, I'm 23 and I've had a Samsung my entire life. And you know MT Westy? I love it because you like it. You know the ins and outs of it. And that's what you're comfortable with, man.
Okay, so I was never a LG Cosmo guy, but I knew what they were. Do you remember that? You would remember the look of the Cosmo.
I probably have to see it.
Nick,
you got to remember, I came from through rotary phones, man.
Okay.
So I've seen a lot of phones in my lifetime.
Let me see if I can find this here. So, okay, I think I found it. It was.
See, Wesley said, I also love how much it pisses my wife off.
Yeah.
So MC Wesley, okay. I'm assuming she has an iPhone or an Android there.
So I was on the Genio Slide. That's what my first phone was.
What is the name of it? How do you spell the first one?
Genio.
Genio. Genio.
Yeah, sure.
Genio, and that was the name of Nick's phone. Genio phone.
It's an LG. It's an LG. It's just a slide. So you turn it and the keyboard slides out to the side. Then you flip the phone onto its side and you can text through the keyboard there. So that was the first one where you held it up to your computer speakers to record a ringtone. So I had a favorite song.
I'm looking at it now.
I had a favorite song. My favorite song at that time, and it brought up a core memory, was Lupe Fiasco's "The Show Goes On." Because I heard it at the first place I ever heard that song was at the College World Series, where first time I ever went to the College World Series.
Were you?
10 maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know we old fellas.
And so I was like, dang, this song is awesome. And it had a couple cuss words, so I thought I was cool because I was so there was those pieces of it.
So you were dropping the F-bomb at 10, Nick?
Yeah, right. No. Mom always told me if they say it in the song, you can say it. No, I'm kidding.
There you go. That opens up a whole
trust me, I was censored. I was sheltered.
Jay Foreman hit me up, dog.
No. But anyway, gee, see, my mind didn't even go there. I was going with the basic words. I was going with the basic ones.
You said.
No, Mike. You really think I was listening to that type of music when I was 11 going to St. John's? Yeah. You really think that when I was attending St. John's Elementary School, 76th and Vine Street, that's what we were listening to. No, we were not.
The giggity gangster.
No, we were not. I put on my tan shorts and my navy blue polo every day.
Think he was walking to school. 1, 2, 3 into the phone. Snoop
No,
Doggy
I was
Dogg.
going, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, I want some more. That's what I was singing. Anyway. No. So anyway, I remember I would hold my phone and I'd record that like MP3 file off of YouTube. I mean, I was probably illegally pirating stuff there on accident, but anyway.
Swim, I can only imagine what you were listening to on your way to school, man.
I was listening to actually the country folks will remember this one. I was listening to old throwback Kenny Chesney. Was what I was. I don't listen to the modern day Kenny Chesney, but the old stuff. Kenny Chesney, I had it on CD, so that's what I was listening to.
I think you were probably more than anything else. I think easy. No.
I turned it off. I turned the mics off.
It's the edit. So
okay, see, I just.
As soon as you heard that bling, 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 I can see little Nick walking to school. Bling, 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 St. John.
I never walked to school.
Excuse me.
Oh, stop. We just lived too far away. We just lived too far away.
You didn't. He goes, first of all, text line. You notice how he said that? As if that was beneath him. First of all, I never walked to school.
I was jealous of my buddies who could walk.
Man, that must
my
be
mom.
Nice, dog. See, you know what a latchkey kid is? You've never heard a latchkey kid, have you? Text line. If you're a latchkey kid, text in and let me know. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to wait until you look at the text line, and they're going to tell you what a latchkey kid was.
Okay.
Text line. let Swim know what and it's not a bad thing, what a latch, but you weren't one. I'm just going to tell you that. You were not a latchkey kid. So text line, if you're over 40.
Oh my gosh. People are calling me bougie. I had a mom that worked from home. That's all it was.
It was the way you said it. Oh, no. First of all, I did not walk.
I was always jealous of my buddies. I was so jealous of my buddies that could walk to school.
That for us real quick. Do you have the part where he says, first of all, I did not walk to school. Swim, I walked to school every day for the most part.
And let me guess, both sides it was uphill.
No, we did get chased by dogs occasionally.
Uphill both directions.
We did get chased by dogs occasionally. So you'd have to, if you heard a ching, ching, chain, you would just start running. So if you heard that chain going, you would just run. We would just run. And nobody would ask. It's kind of like my man said, Center Entertainer said in a skit. We didn't need a rodent coordinator. We didn't say, why are we running? We would just take off running. And then we'd stop and be like, hey, dog, why was we running? Because if you take off running, Nick, right now, I'm going to take off running. And I'm going to ask questions later. Oh, let me see Croby. Oh, anyway, I love these.
Anyway,
I love these.
Nick took a limo to school. No, I did not. I got in our little silver Grand Caravan and went to school.
You guys had the upgrade.
No, we did not.
So this was not the. This was a Dodge Caravan.
They were Then we got like the when the Honda Pilots looked like the boxes, the square boxes. We got one of those and like two. Actually, I know exactly the year because they started making them that body style in 2009. That's when we got one. I was 8 years old and I loved it.
Probably had the monitors in it.
I can't remember if we had if there was a DVD player.
You could be honest. Just tell me, did you watch movies at Grandma's house or not?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to call Craig.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Give Craig a call.
He's got an answer on his Android though. No, Craig's probably moving some heavy machinery right now. He probably wouldn't be able to hear his phone ringing.
I'm glad your dad is backing at it, man.
He's kicking.
Let me ask you this real quick before we break. Is there any lingering effects
100%,
from the injury?
100%. Yeah.
Is he doing any PT or anything like that?
No, it's just, he goes and sees Kyle consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kyle. And then he has a machine that like circulates blood flow and stuff that he puts on. I would imagine close to every night. He talks about it. I don't get to see him like in the relaxed set, like, relaxed setting, night 9 p.m. at night, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Often. So the other night I was over at their house, and he was talking about how like every now and then he'll just get like shooting pains up his entire leg and stuff. So yeah, never the same. So
yeah,
he was on that the crew that demolished that bridge out by the airport though in Omaha.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff been working on.
I bet.
South Beltway, shout out to that. But anyway,
well, prayers for Craig to continue to heal on that. That stuff is
he's chill.
No
he's
fun.
fine. He's close to retirement.
Yeah, he's done it. He's done it all. He's done it all. Folks, when we come back, we're going to dive into the ladies versus LSU that's going on right now. I'm going to let Nick look because his eyes are a lot better than mine as far as the score. I can pull up my phone. We actually have the monitor going on here in the lab, the studio as well. When we come back, we'll dive into that, folks. It's The Drive, 937 a ticket.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln. You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to crush a few reps before class with our expanded strength equipment or sweat it out on your way home from work. With over 2,800 locations, there's a Planet Fitness close to you, and most are open 24 hours. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See club for details.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings, thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon high around 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 29. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds. An afternoon high near 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to crush a few reps before class with our expanded strength equipment or sweat it out on your way home from work. With over 2,800 locations, there's a Planet Fitness close to you, and most are open 24 hours. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See club for details.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back, folks. We are back.
It's like I can't remember the. So I turned the mics on too late for AD before that break ended. There was something where it's in The Office. Have you ever seen The Office? No, you haven't.
I've only seen one episode. I need to watch it.
Pam, the secretary, talks about how she always before she tells Michael, the boss, Steve Carell, goes, "Hey, somebody's on line 1," and so she always waits until he gets his first line out of the way before she transfers him over, because he always says something incredibly stupid right off the bat. I'm not saying that's what you're saying.
No,
here
we go.
That's
again,
not what
dog.
I'm saying.
How are you even going to bring up that analogy and look at me and smile and say, that's what I'm not saying towards you? I mean,
I'm not saying that towards you, but that's what it felt like, where I knew you were getting ready to intro and I hadn't turned on the mics yet, unintentionally. And you said we're with one lane.
You unintentionally
and
lied.
then I was like, all right, here we go.
Nick,
so everything's unintentional.
These past 2 days, you were really doing a great job at galvanizing the stereotype that you have others
At
have
being
about
unintentional.
You. First of all, I did not walk. Oh, I didn't mean anything by that. I didn't say when I knew the answer.
By the way, so I learned some stuff waking up so early this morning.
What's that?
And driving out and about, because I went to the gym around 5 a.m. or so. Well, it's quiet, but people are maniacs. They break the rules. I saw somebody. I mean, like we were at a point, 84th and Holdridge this morning, and I was also like, I think I was the first customer in Hy-Vee this morning at 84th and Holdridge. But I'm serious. I was sitting there at 84th and Holdridge getting ready to turn left to go into Hy-Vee, and the light is as red, and it's been red the entire time.
Somebody just ran it, and
somebody stopped at 84th and Holdridge. Did a complete stop. Nobody else was coming,
and then went.
And then they just go.
Swim. I will say, and that happens. I do see that a lot, and I'm just like, come on, y'all. I know, and it's the earlier I'm up.
Yeah.
Let's say if I go, because you know when I'm up, I don't go to the gym right away. I wait.
Yes.
Doing other things. Wait till it clears out. But nevertheless, when I have to travel, I'll go to early Farrell's, like a 5 a.m. or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chief, on Old Cheney on 32nd, coming out of that Shields on my area. I see people, and it's sad, Swim. I see it probably on a regular basis when I get up that early. I'm just like, come on, y'all.
Yeah,
man.
I was shocked. I thought, man, what? People are just out of
Nick's
control.
Like a bunch of lawbreakers out this morning. A bunch of hooligans.
Where's the popo?
All this lawlessness.
Where's the police?
I know Texter 2086 says throat punch.
Yeah, here we go again.
Like Tony, Nick just called AD stupid.
No, I did not.
Kind of did, Slim. Kind of.
I didn't. But it was funny because you were all jacked up. You were all hyped up. You were like, one lane. We're here with one. And the mics weren't on. And then I turned the mics on and you go, all right, we're back here. It's the drive. It just worked out so perfect. It worked out so perfect because I was like, well, all right,
What's
cool.
he gotta say? What's he gotta say? What's he gotta say?
Go ahead and get it out of your system first, and then we can talk about it. So
I can't. Well,
anyway.
0-0, top of the third.
Now it's the top of the third.
Yes, finally. That was a long time ago when I said it. Game would dang be over. Nebraska is playing against LSU. A little bit about this, folks. Number 11 Nebraska. They're in Clearwater right now, taking on LSU as the top of the third. And they knocked off number 1 Texas last weekend. That was the program's first win over a top-ranked team since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
They now got another heavyweight opportunity, which they're playing right now, number 12 LSU. Here's kind of the notes on the game that's going on right now. They've already got the first pitch. LSU is 6-0. Out of those 6, there are 4 of those are run rule wins. So they can heat up in a hurry as far as that goes. The Tigers, of course, were the regional hosts last year. They got upset by who was it? Onkey State that beat them? I can't remember who beat them last year.
It was somebody. It was somebody
shouldn't have
less,
beat them
because Nebraska was in that regional.
Was it No, it wasn't Tennessee. Somebody that shouldn't have beat them last year
Hold on
at home.
I'll be able to tell you. Hold on, just give me one. Just patience. You put me on the spot like this time and time again.
I can see
it was a green team. Great analysis here. I got to scroll all the way to the bottom. Nebraska ended up having to play. Southeastern Louisiana. Southeastern Louisiana upset
LSU.
Yeah, because then Nebraska. People will forget this. Nebraska softball last year was 1 win away from the Women's College World Series. Yes. Nebraska softball went to the Baton Rouge Regional last year, knocked off UConn in 6 innings in game 1, then, run ruled Southeastern Louisiana to advance and be in the driver's seat. Then they ruled Southeastern Louisiana in the 2-0 versus Southeast Louisiana 1-1 game to advance to the Supers, where then they won game 1 against 7th ranked Tennessee. Then they lost game 2 and game 3, both of those by just 1 run on the road. They were 1 win away from the Women's College World Series last year. And so when we talk expectations this season, Nebraska came in last week ranked 9th in the country. They obviously, as AD said, upset number 1 Texas. They played a couple of really good opponents last week. They're 3-2 on the season. 1 loss to number 1 Texas on Friday. They beat Texas on Saturday. Then they lost to Washington on Sunday, and so who is also ranked in the top 25. So a couple of I guess quality losses, if you will. Nebraska moves up a couple of spots in the AP poll. They're 8th now in the country, and they're playing number 12 LSU today and number 20 Georgia later on this evening. Both of these games will be on ESPN2 today.
Nebraska swim, they bring in a lot of experience, 12 seniors, 10 players with 100-plus career games. 80% of Nebraska's roster has NCAA tournament experience. 97% of innings pitched returned from last year. And 84% of at-bats returned as well. It's a veteran roster built from February matchups like this. What they're going to see, LSU, of course, is tough. Balance Sierra Daniels, she's hitting .47 right now. She's hitting the ball quite often. They got Tatum Clopton that comes back, Jaden Havener that comes back. I didn't realize Beth Torina. I don't know softball like you know softball, Nick, but she's been there 15 years at LSU. So she's been there a long time.
Get to the gap. Get over the wall. Get over the wall.
Oh, almost.
Sorry. That's bad.
That's right.
Nebraska just took a 1-0 lead.
1-0 lead. So the 3 keys to the game that we've kind of looked at: strike first, which they just did. I think that's ironic. They just struck first. Limit free bases. Nick, I remember you and Ralph really kind of schooled me on that.
Yeah.
As I started to watch baseball rather than just a World Series, you can't give up. Can't just give up free bases against, especially a team like this. And then Jordy Fromm. And some people were wondering I thought it was Jordy Ball. Well, she got married last year. In fact, my neighbor Squires are very good friends with Jordy and her family, so they were at that wedding. But great family. I don't know them, but according to them, they're all those awesome people. But LSU and Tennessee games, where to watch and listen. ESPN2 is where you can check that out, folks. That's going on right now. Nebraska is up 1-0, top of the 3rd, and we got a person on 2nd right now with 2 outs. And I want one of those black jerseys, man.
Yeah, shout out to softball and baseball. Baseball is going to start things off tomorrow down in Arizona. Austin Orman will be down there in Scottsdale and Phoenix and Mesa to go down there. Then I'll be down in Arlington next weekend to cover the Husker baseball team.
Really?
Anyway,
I'm going to him like he does me all the time, Jake.
Anyway, I'll be on the show though.
When are you going?
I think I fly out Thursday afternoon.
Oh, you know what? Both of us will be gone.
See, I did not know about that one.
Nick's face.
I did not know about that one.
Here's kind of okay. Let's do a program. Let's just do this right now.
Well, this programming for me.
Little programming notes.
This is programming for me too.
So here's what I'm doing, Swim. But first of all, Nebraska is up again.
I do want to continue talking about Nebraska.
Yeah, we'll talk about this when we come back. So softball, they got this game, and like I said, this Swim, I'm excited for these ladies.
Yeah. Anyway,
went out right there, left to the right field. But the limit to free bases, and obviously Jordy Fromm versus LSU their power. If she can continue to control the tempo like she has so far, Nebraska's offense gives them a chance. Because I was looking this up this morning, Swim. I'm glad you sent me this, brother, to kind of dive into this because I didn't. I thought they were playing this afternoon. I didn't realize the game was at 9:00. But here's some of the things that happened in 25. Nebraska, as you know, Nick, they rewrote the record book last year. 107 home runs last year, school record.
They'll break that this year.
346 team average, school record. 628 slugging percentage, school record. 459 runs scored. Last weekend against number 1 Texas, 18 runs in 2 games, 8-5 win, 10-15 shootout loss. So Nebraska is taking care of business. It'll be interesting. Swim, do you think they come close to those same numbers as last year as far as 107 home runs, 346 batting average?
Yeah, I would imagine that they probably break the home run number there this season. I think. I mean, here's the thing. Give credit to Rhonda Revelle and her staff. Olivia Farrell. Liv will be on the show at some point in the next couple of days. I've been texting back and forth with her. But anyway, I think what's really impressive about this team this season, they utilized the portal, and they did so the last 2 years. 2 years ago, going into the portal, getting Ava Cusack, who had a really good season last year. The Kamens sisters,
right?
Yep, the Kamens sisters are still on the team this year as well. Last year, though, they had to replace a couple of players. They replaced Ava Breadwell behind the dish, who was as solid of a catcher and a 4-year player for Nebraska softball. She was the Big Ten Freshman of the Year 4 years ago now. They had to replace her after she graduated this past season, and so they go out. They get Jessie Farrell from UNLV, who has a really strong bat, has caught a lot of games and spent a lot of time behind the dish. And so she moves in as the starting catcher there. And then they also went out and got an experienced transfer from Oklahoma, which, if you know anything about college softball, a powerhouse down there for Patty Gasso and the Oklahoma Sooners. And so Hannah Core is now kind of anchoring things out in center field. But it was interesting, myself, AD, and Jake were in here watching the early stages of this game, and we realized one thing, that Jordy Ball is not on the mound or not in the circle. And the biggest part about this is they brought in a true freshman from just right down the road in Gretna, and in Alexis Jensen, who they've been given the ball to in a couple of crucial situations. You remember the last couple of years and the things that kind of have stifled Nebraska, both baseball and softball, but especially softball, has been their inability or their lack of ability to go to a second arm in the circle. And the fact that Jordy Ball, who is one of the best college pitchers of all time, doesn't have to throw so many innings early on in the season. It's essentially load management for down the road when you're playing in very, very meaningful games, which this team, the expectation, don't forget, expectations Women's College World Series this year down in Oklahoma City.
Nick, you're talking about Alexis Jensen, who just came down the road. She had 21 strikeouts in 10 innings in opening weekend.
Yeah.
So like you mentioned, I like how you mentioned the load management part, because as you mentioned, if this team wants to go deep, Fromm is going to have some relief and someone who else can step in and take care of business. You got that in freshman Alexis Jensen. You also got Kyla McGee returning from her injury. Yeah. Hannah Kamenzide, she's back as well. So you guys know this stuff a lot better than I do. I'm not going to act like I'm some expert in this, but I do know this. You got to have a good bullpen, and they've got that this year, obviously with Fromm being the leader in that.
Yeah,
folks, we will be back. It is the bottom of the third. Nebraska is still up 1-0. There's 2 strikes, two outs as far as that. Man, I want one of those black jerseys bad, man. I won't want to get one of those. I'm going to have to go to the establishment down the street and see what they got.
Yeah, maybe.
You got an extra one you can give me?
I don't have one.
You got some jerseys, though.
Potentially. I did come across, make a purchase. I did come across a Husker baseball short sleeve hoodie, though. They got some sick gear this year.
That's got to be fire.
So,
that's got to be fire.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Folks, we'll be back with the 80 attitude adjustment.
No, we won't. No, we won't. It's 9:45. We only got history.
I don't know what I said. 80 attitude adjustment.
All right, I'm gonna try to get AD back on track here. Let's take a break. It's the Drive 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
With UPT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Get inspired at the 54th Annual Home and Garden Show, February 13th through the 15th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. $10 admission. Let the experts bring your home projects to life. Learn more at hbal.org.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Hey, Nebraska, this is your moment. Love Nebraska is already making noise on the court, but they're still missing one thing, a nickname. That's where you come in. Love Nebraska is giving fans the chance to submit the team's official nickname. Fans will then vote on the finalists later this season. Head to lovneb.com/nameyourteam to submit your nickname and get in the game. Submissions end on February 22nd. Name your team, shape the legacy.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. We are back. We are back. I was listening to a song this morning that's been stuck in my head. I just seen it on Instagram.
Yeah?
Jake knows it too. It's by a group. Have you ever heard of the group called Yes?
Yes. I was asking the question. I wasn't saying yes. No, I'm kidding. Yes? No, I
Owner of a lonely heart.
Yes, I have heard that song. Yes.
Owner of a lonely heart.
Would never have been able to tell you who sang it. And I'm perfectly content.
It's an old school song, man.
Yeah.
It's an old school song. Kind of like the
overthrow. Sorry, I need to stop.
Have you heard of the group Men at Work?
I have.
Let me see another old group. Led Zeppelin.
Yep. ZZ Top. I know ZZ Top.
That was kind of going down history. Who's that?
Tush by ZZ Top.
You ever heard?
That's one of my best songs.
You like that song?
Yeah.
Tush.
That's my favorite ZZ Top song.
What's your favorite song by Quinn 92?
I couldn't pick one.
You like so many of them?
You
still get the fan email newsletter?
No, every now and then. Only that stuff only comes out when they're like releasing a new album and stuff. It's like, hey Quinn.
You're like, hey D, I only talked to him yesterday.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There is something fan wise that I did just the last, not Quinn related, something. Oh, I really hope he's not. Okay, yep, I can't. Never mind. I was going to talk about what I did for one of my best friend's bachelor parties coming up.
Can't share it yet.
But I can't share it because thank goodness he just texted and he's listening and he's a surprise.
Just put the kibosh.
He's
the kibosh.
He's the one. Micah is the one who got me in touch with Quinn.
That's crazy cool, man.
Yep. Shout out to Micah.
Well, in Husker history news, folks, this was back in 2011. Then Nebraska head coach Bo Pelini hired 4 new faces: Rich Fisher, John Garrison, Ross Ells, and Corey Raymond on the defense. Reportedly joined 5 holders to form what appears to be, at that time, a functional and well-conceived mix of new energy and veteran savvy. Corey Raymond I think he's the defensive backs coach still at LSU. I think he's at LSU
That's
still.
right.
That's where I know it's where he played at as well, but he's back at LSU. Ross Ells, I'm not sure where Ross Ells is at.
Is he still coaching?
I'm not sure. I know Raymond is. Garrison, I know, is still coaching.
He's I don't know if this is accurate because it says that he's the special teams and linebackers coach for the Michigan State football team.
Mm-hmm.
That's not accurate because they just hired away LeVar Woods from Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not accurate. They also brought back one of their former players as the linebackers coach. Max Bulla, I believe, is they brought back. And that's somebody who tormented Nebraska for days.
Yes.
So how about this? Matt on the text line, 402-464-5685 says, Swim, got to give you credit. Just had a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel on a jalapeno bagel from Bagels and Joe. Friends of the station, he said in all caps, legit. Now, if you want to up your game, if you want to up it even a step further, Matt, in the future, and everybody out there that goes to Bagels and Joe, I highly recommend. That's how I treat myself most of the time every Friday. So my exact order is a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel, sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich on an Asiago bagel, but add garlic Parmesan cream cheese. I'm telling you, it takes. There's a reason I only get it once a week. Get protein shake.
Gotta get my protein
take the protein shake in.
That's it. Dang
it. They're delicious on their own way, but that's the Friday morning go-to from our good friends at Bagels and Joe. Is what
type is you put on top of
it? Garlic. So they put it on the sandwich. A garlic Parmesan cream cheese.
So my stomach literally is making noises thinking about how good that tastes.
Oh, it's going to be it's delicious. So if you want to up it even a step further, and Jake and the guys can attest to it, that's it is delicious.
I got to step my game up on the bagels because that sounds delicious. Jason Baird, thank you much, brother. AD, go to the Husker store at PBA. They might have softball jerseys. You could order one from there. I appreciate that, brother, because I'm definitely going to tap into that and look for. I got to get a jersey that's. Well, I got the one from the Nebraska. I did get one from the garage sale, the red ones, the older ones.
Yeah.
But I want a newer one, with that. I really want a black one with the red. Would be
the black
sweet.
And the red is sharp.
Yeah, that is. And it's plus it's the Lincoln High colors, Nick.
Yeah.
Like if you want to think about it that way.
Yeah.
Nick, give
all
us an
black
update.
Jerseys on sale. I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, it's Nebraska's extending their lead. They're up 3-0 right now on LSU. They've done a good job manufacturing runs here in the top half of the third inning. LSU's got an arm warming up in the bullpen. They had a runner on first base on second base with one out, and it was a soft tapper to third base. The third baseman actually chucked it way over the first baseman's head. for LSU into the stands. It hit a couple of Nebraska fans sitting down the line in the first base
There's
line.
some legit red
but,
there, man.
But with this, well, it's Clearwater, Florida
Yeah.
in February. I'm sure it didn't take much convincing for Husker fans to go out there. But nonetheless, it is 3-0 Nebraska on top of LSU right now. Because when the ball goes out of play, each runner is awarded 2 free bases. And so since the runner was on second base, she automatically scored on the overthrow. Jordy Fromm just hit one off the wall to score another run here in the top of the 4th inning. Nebraska leads 10th ranked LSU 4-0 in the top of the 4th. Runner in scoring position still with 2 outs here in the Huskers half of the 4th.
Gosh, you do that so good. I thought I was watching TV.
Why?
When you were describing it.
Oh, thanks.
You have a gift, Swim. I tell you, I messed with you,
that.
but you got a gift. I was like, I actually get to hang out with this guy.
I appreciate that.
You did a great job. And you're talking. I'm like, yeah, he ain't lying.
Well, you got to be careful because you can't do play-by-play as the TV is going. It's you got the FCC stuff, and so it's just highlights. But
folks, we'll come back, and it won't be the 80 attitude adjustment, I promise you, for another 45 minutes. Thank you, Swim, for making that correction. I was like, whoa, we're out of here pretty quick. When we come back, we're going to talk about bracketology. There's a lot of interesting scenarios regarding bracketology. We'll also keep you posted on the updates for the Nebraska softball. As of right now, as Nick mentioned, it's the top of the 4th. Nebraska's up 4-0. We'll be back. It's The Drive.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to crush a few reps before class with our expanded strength equipment or sweat it out on your way home from work. With over 2,800 locations, there's a Planet Fitness close to you, and most are open 24 hours. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See club for details.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Hey fellas, let's take a quick time out here. February is American Heart Month, and listen, men are the worst at getting checked out. We'll watch every stat in the league, but ignore the most important one. That's our own heart health. So here's the plan. Talk to your doctor about scheduling a quick heart screening at Advanced Medical Imaging. It's fast, it's easy, and it could save your life. Your family needs you around a lot more than your fantasy team does. Make the call, get the checkup, take care of your heart at Advanced Medical Imaging.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheartstone. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Ostrander. Watch out! Lafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Swim's going to give you an update on the women's softball. Can tell us you.
Yeah. So there's jinxes that we believe in when a pitcher is doing really well. So we're not going to mention it. We'll just say this, that Alexis Jensen in the circle for Nebraska right now, the freshman out of Gretna, is doing about as well as you could through 3 innings so far, and through 9 batters faced. And so things are going really well. I'm not going to officially say it, though, because there are jinxes and superstitions in baseball and softball. They don't mention stuff like that until it's actually completed. So Nebraska, though, 8th-ranked Nebraska, is currently ahead on number 10 LSU, and this game is on ESPN2 down in Clearwater, Florida, 5-0 over the LSU Tigers.
And they're taking care of biz, man.
Yep.
They are taking care of biz.
This is a loaded tournament. You have some real notable teams in there in this tournament. Florida State, Texas Tech, who's the number 1 team in the entire country, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, obviously LSU and Nebraska. This is a premier softball tournament in the early stages of the season. Georgia, who's a top 20 team as well, So there's a lot of real notable teams that you need to be aware of in this tournament right now.
Swim, somewhat of, well, it's not really breaking news, but the past 2 hours, man, I think you may have seen this with Pete Golding, head coach at Ole Miss, facing the head football coach at Ole Miss, could face penalties this fall for tampering.
Whoa.
Dabo Swinney already called him out. Cal linebacker Luke Ferrelli transferred to Clemson out of the portal before he committed to Ole Miss. Swinney detailed the allegations, including the Golding texted Ferrelli while he was in class at Clemson.
There you go.
Has receipts for it. Additionally, Fresno State has been in contact with NCAA about Ole Miss potentially tampering. Per report on January 29th, the report said Ole Miss staffer made improper contact with the Fresno State wide receiver, Josiah Freeman. Tampering is a level 2 violation. It's not allowed, according to NCAA bylaw. This cracks me up. The NCAA bylaw 13.1.1.4. That's literally what it says.
They got a big handbook.
Yeah. Which they ought to start applying it.
Yeah, right.
Which prohibits teams from contacting players who are on other teams. The violations, the NCAA has 3 levels, level 1 being the most severe. And so, again, that's kind of something. It is breaking news. Pete Golding could be suspended for tampering. Southern Utah and NCAA agreed that football coach Delane Fitzgerald impermissibly contacted 2 players from other schools who were not in the transfer portal. They weren't even in the transfer portal. It says Fitzgerald engaged in a 17-minute call. See, Nick, they're getting receipts right now.
Yeah.
With a player. 4 days later, that player entered the transfer portal and wound up enrolling at Southern Utah per the NCAA. So, again, there's some trouble that's going down at Ole Miss. Dude, they're going through some stuff right now.
They are.
I mean, your coach leaves. Your then the quote unquote pay salaries, contracts for NIL were whether it was nefarious, whether it was on purpose, regardless, were released, causing a mass exodus of players. Maybe Pete was like, "Hey, man, I got to get these guys back. So I'm gonna start making some calls." You know, it goes down in the DMs.
Amen. Yeah.
Who sings that song, Swim? Do you know?
No.
I have no idea. Text line, let me know.
You put me on the spot for these songs.
No, I just said
unintentionally.
No.
Unintentionally,
Yes,
you do it.
But I guess it's going down in the DMs right now as far as the NCAA tampering goes, because, again, that's Pete Golding, Ole Miss football coach who took over for Lane Kiffin, the former defense coordinator, faces potential penalties for alleged tampering violations. Swim, that is one way to start busting this stuff up.
Darn right.
And just be like, I'm telling. I'm tired of you messing with my roster.
That's true.
I'm telling. Because even Coach Rule mentioned, remember last year, he goes, our players are being tampered with. Our players are being tampered with. So my thing is this, start telling.
Yeah, I'll air out all the dirty laundry.
Because Dabo Swinney had a presser on the 29th, and he just called it out.
Here's the thing. You have a field day with air out the dirty laundry. But
make sure you ain't part of the laundry.
Make sure you're okay with your laundry getting aired out as well.
Hey, Coach, let's talk about
Hey, I'm more than happy to talk about AD's mistakes, but I don't want AD talking about my issues, okay? I'm going to make this.
So, as you said a couple months ago, instead of pointing the finger, you better point the thumb at yourself.
Pointing the thumb.
Before I start talking about tampering, I better make sure, you know what, swimming this, and we're joking, but all due seriousness, coaches better make sure, a head coach better be sure that every coach, you have a conversation, a team meeting with all your coaches, if there's anything out there that I should know, first of all, you shouldn't be doing it. But you better not make me look like we got eggs on our face when saying,
100%.
"Oh, really? Oh, you going at us? Well, check this out from this school or from this school." So, but right now, this is a warning right now to all coaches and coaching staffs.
Yeah,
people are going to start calling you out.
Yeah, go ahead and talk. I mean, it's a great point. It's a great point, and it just makes things that much crazier.
145. I appreciate you. 0145. It's Yo Gotti.
Okay.
They go down in the DMs. I don't know. That's all I know.
Do you know any other line on that song?
They go down in the DMs. I'll have to look up the lyrics, but they probably can't read them on the radio. But
probably not. But if they say them in the song, you can say it.
You can say it.
Yeah. Mama Sater said it. No. I think it was because in one of those old Kenny Chesney songs, he said hell. And I never wanted to say hell when I was like 5 years old.
Yeah. So would you say heck?
So no, I just would stop singing.
HE double hockey sticks?
When he would say the hell, I would just stop singing.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it was like, my mom one day, she's like, "Nick, it's okay. He sings in the song."
You're like, well, hell yeah!
I'm like, hell Yeah. No, not really. But yeah, that's how it all started.
DF, thanks. Yo Gotti. I had no idea who sung that song, but I know it's a nice little catchy beat.
How's it go?
I just know it goes down in the DMs.
Okay, perfect.
That's the only part I know. That is the only part I know. It goes something like that. I don't know. I just
say
know
it again. Say it.
It goes down in the
DMs.
It goes down in the DMs. It goes down in the DMs.
Should we talk Husker hoops?
Let's talk Husker hoops. Nebraska's got alumni weekend this weekend. Over at least 80 players, former alumni coming out. There's some big names. Teron Lou's one of those guys. Walter Pitchford's one of those guys. Bernard Day. And speaking of Bernard Day, it is Bernard's birthday today.
No, happy birthday to Bernard.
Is 61 years old, I believe, is when I posted on his page earlier. That's one thing I do in the mornings, Nick. I told you I go to and wish happy birthdays. And I told you we kind of went down this route where I always check their page first if I don't know them that well. And literally, I mean this all due seriousness to make sure they're still with us.
Yeah.
But Bernard's birthday is today. Playing basketball against Bernard was not a fun thing to do, Nick, at all. And because remember when we had Henry T on the air, he told it was a team. It'd be Henry T. Buchanan, Bernard Day.
That's right.
Sometimes he'd have also Moody on his team. Keith Moody from Nebraska, point guard on his team. He had Eric Johnson, former Nebraska. He had all these studs on his team. So when we finally beat them, it was a monumental thing. But we were one out of probably 1,000.
Yeah,
beating those guys. But they were stacked and loaded.
It works out well that that the alumni weekend falls on NBA All-Star weekend because it allows a guy like Tyronn Lue to come back, who's currently the head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers. Obviously, more times than not, he's not going to be able to come back when it's in season. And so it works out really well that Nebraska put up their alumni weekend on the same weekend that the NBA All-Star game is going on.
I'm going to reach out to T. Lue, man, see if I can get him on the air.
That would be exceptional.
T. Lue, it was funny because T. Lue didn't drink.
Yeah.
Was not a partier. He'd go out, but he never indulged in that stuff.
I remember I would play NBA Live 2005 on PlayStation 2, and Tyronn Lue would always be one of the last selections I would take as a point guard in like my fantasy drafts that I would play on the video game for seasons because he went to Nebraska. So I'd always just one of the last picks would be T. Lue.
T. Lue, Nick. First of all, T. Lue was only about 5'10", 5'11", maybe. Yeah. Would dunk like he was 6'5", 6'6". And we're playing pickup ball. We play pickup ball. Him and Alvin Mitchell that was here in Nebraska for a while as well. T. Lue, Jerome Boone. T. Lue went by me one time so quick. I mean, everybody in the gym started laughing.
Yeah.
I was still like this, like I was guarding him. He was already gone by me. I mean, I wish we had camera phones and things.
Think about
back
that
then.
though. Pick up with Tyronn Lue.
Dude, it was crazy. And he was teasing me. And think about it. He was talking. He goes, "Bye, AD." And he went by.
Dang. Didn't even have to wave.
Don't think I didn't hack the hell out of him next time.
I'm sure he has. Let me just bear hug you next time. Yeah. Let me show you how a wide receiver
That's a foul,
plays.
AD. Respect my call. I said, man, I barely touched you.
Hey, but then there was continuation, and you allowed, so, and one.
Folks, according to ESPN's Joe Lunardi, it's the updated latest projections. The bubble watch, Swim. Who's kind of sweating right now? The last four buys: Georgia, St. Mary's. My agent Chris Fisher is from St. Mary's, and I was with him last night.
The Gales. He
sold his tickets to the Gonzaga game. He has a season ticket holder for St. Mary's, and he sold it for some pretty pennies too. Yeah. Some pretty pennies. UCLA's on the bubble. USC is on the bubble. Last four buys as well. The last four playing in Dayton will be, as of right now, according to Lunardi, it's Texas, Miami, San Diego State, New Mexico. First four out: Ohio State, Missouri, California, and Virginia Tech. If the tournament started today, Ohio State is out.
Yeah.
Missouri is out. VTech is out. Every loss from here. And think about this, Swim, how it impacts Nebraska. Because they're safe for now. UCLA, USC, who we still got, those games are going to mean a lot more for them.
Yeah, I think here's the deal. I mean, you look at what Nebraska has in front of them, and it's teams with a lot to play for. They're going to face off on a West Coast trip. They're going to have both USC and UCLA, who you just mentioned, and as the last four in. The Big Ten is going to be probably a 10 or 11 bid league. I mean, that's crazy to think about. The Big Ten is the best basketball conference right now in college basketball. The SEC, who had a really strong year last season, has taken a dramatic step backwards. The Big 12 is fine. But the Big 10 is really the kind of the leader in all of this right now. And so you look at what last night, AD, I don't know if you saw it at all. There was a moment where Northwestern was up by 16 on the Michigan Wolverines at home. With about 16, 17 minutes left in the game, Northwestern was up by 16 on Michigan. It's the largest deficit that the Wolverines had faced all season long. And it was against a team. Nebraska went on the road and won pretty convincingly. And Northwestern's going to come into Pinnacle Bank Arena on Saturday at noon on the Big Ten Network. And I know you're concerned about it. I'm not. I just don't concern myself with it, because here's the thing. Then, what did Michigan do? They showed their power. They flexed their muscles, and Michigan ended up winning by 12, I think it was last night against Northwestern. So it's just what happens. The reason I said, oh my gosh, is because Nebraska just popped it up literally to the pitcher.
She dropped it.
And she dropped
it actually 2 times.
She dropped
once,
a pop-up.
Twice, 3 times.
Yeah. She dropped a pop-up, and so Nebraska gets on via the air. But anyway, no, it's just, there's teams on Nebraska's schedule that aren't as daunting, but you have an Iowa team that just went into Maryland and lost. Maryland's going to come to Lincoln here in a couple of weeks. You have Nebraska's going to have this West Coast trip against USC and UCLA, and you just hope that Nebraska takes care of business and does what they do.
Swimming out in the West, according to Lenardi, the West region in San Jose, you got number one. He's got Arizona number 1 overall, for rightfully so. They just lost to Kansas, of course, earlier this week. And Kansas didn't even have Darren Peterson as far as that goes. But Arizona's resume, I mean, they're solid. I mean, they went over Florida, UConn, BYU, a number of others. They're battle-tested. A 1-loss February, what they've got so far, they're just fine. Now, Nebraska, as the number 2 seed, as it started today, looking at playing that would be number 15 seeded, Merrimack. So Nebraska is number 2 seed in the West region if it was today, and they would avoid a number 1 seed until the Elite 8. They would control their path, and they're playing with a lot of respect. And so when you think about it, there's no more for Nebraska this year. We're just happy to be here. No, they're flexing their mind. Now, granted, I know, but man, we just lost Purdue. Yes, a team that was preseason number 1. You lost to a hot Illinois team that was hot for a while there, and you lost to Michigan at Michigan without 2 of your guys in there as far as that goes. So it's no longer just Nebraska happy to be in there. So when we're looking to go in there and make some noise.
Well, I think they've shown that they belong now, and that's obviously great for Nebraska. The reason we're having this conversation in totality, though, is because for Husker fans, you're rooting big time for a number 2 seed. Not only would it be the highest seed Nebraska's ever had in program history, they obviously were the 3 seed way back in the 90s, but ultimately 2 seed means Oklahoma City. 3 seed more than likely means they're going to Houston, Texas. I've talked to a lot of Husker fans, a lot of folks that have season tickets that have booked hotel rooms already in Oklahoma City. They've booked they travel plans.
When would you go?
Like to Oklahoma City? Yeah, if it works out in terms of staffing and things like that, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what, Swim?
That is the easiest drive possible.
Let me tell you this, and you know I'm not a traveler.
Okay.
I mean, as far as going to games.
Yeah.
I would say if they, depending on where they go, I could see myself going to Nebraska basketball game.
This is my point of it. Oklahoma City's a place. Houston's a little farther to drive. Oklahoma City is a simple 8-hour drive, easy drive. Oklahoma City. Austin and I just did it to Stillwater last year. Or was it last
2 years
year?
ago?
No, it was last year.
To baseball?
To baseball.
Were you guys looking at all the?
Yeah.
Was that last year?
Yeah, I think it was
but
last year.
You guys were there.
Anyway, we were at Stillwater. And that's a super easy drive for anybody. But it's very doable. What's so funny?
Eric, Nick, way back in the 90s, you shut your disrespectful mouth, Swim.
I said what I said. But anyway, I'm serious. Like, so Nebraska fans, like, you're probably cheering quite a bit for Nebraska to get a 2 seed, because 3 seeds, according to some of the projections that have been released, there's a good chance Nebraska's sent to some other place not named Oklahoma City. And there's a lot of folks, like I said, I know of some that have literally scheduled hotels, refundable hotels and refundable plane tickets to every single site just so that they have something. Because guess what? After that location is named, Husker fans, they are going to be rushing to the airplane sites and to hotels to book up those rooms. Because a place like Oklahoma City, if you haven't been down there to Bricktown and things like that, it is a really neat area to where, 15,000 would be able to get into the arena. An additional 6,000 would go down to Oklahoma City just for the atmosphere and the vibes outside.
Nick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for March Madness? I know it's a dumb question, but
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Nebraska has as good of a chance this season as they've ever had in my entire lifetime to get the job done and finally get the big monkey off their back of never winning an NCAA tournament game.
You know what's funny? Before I dive into the South region, when me and my sons, Aiden and Keenan, would do brackets even since we were little, Keenan would do he would write his in pencil and he would erase it and then put the team that won in. And I knew Aiden was going to be something in law because he goes, Dad, that's illegal.
Yeah, you can't say that.
That's illegal. Keenan was like, well, I just want to put the team in at 1. I'm like, son, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah. There's a reason there's never been a perfect bracket before.
Right. And Keenan was going to have a perfect bracket regardless.
Keenan, you got to use pen. Nope, I'm going to use number 2 pencil, please. Can I get a sharpener?
That's illegal. In the South region, which would be in Houston, which Nick just talked about, number 1, UConn, number 2, Houston. UConn lost to St. John's, but they won 2 of the last 3 national titles. They got 5 players averaging double digits. Calvin Sampson's team is going to be dangerous. Not Calvin Thompson's team. Gosh dang it, Hurley's team is going to be dangerous. But Houston is sitting at number 2 in their own region, in their own city. And them boys are some bad boys, Swim. Midwest region, almost like playing at home for Michigan because it's going to be in Chicago. Michigan is 8-0 in their quad 1 games, obviously beat Nebraska by their chinny chin chin. They win the Big Ten. They could challenge Arizona for number 1 overall. Swim, Arizona, of course, just lost to a Peterson-less
Kansas team.
Arizona's legit.
Yeah, they are.
Arizona's legit. I don't even sweat that loss for them. I mean, it's a loss, but they're legit.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know who I like in the entire country. Like, I don't know if Arizona hasn't shown me enough against quality competition. Like, they went on the road against BYU and won. BYU isn't as great of a team. They're not a top 5 team like some projected at the early stages of the season. Kansas is playing incredibly well right now. I would say that
they beat also Florida and UConn.
But I would say that despite the loss to Wisconsin this week, if I had to pick a national champion right now, I'm going Illinois. I think I give the leg up to Illinois. Just the way that Keaton Wagler has been able to burst onto the scene, and we forget that their best player is out for a month and might come back for March Madness. And so their best player up until Keaton Wagler obviously had the
Swim. I know
surge.
There's people miss all the time, so I'm not going to be like, well, how in the world? But do you think Bill Self was going, how in the heck do we miss this kid in our own backyard?
Yeah, I think there's. I would imagine
Wagler's just from 45 minutes outside the area, wanted to go to KU, was not recruited by KU.
Yeah.
And some people are late bloomers too. I'm not saying late, he's a freshman.
Here's the thing. So Keaton Wagler was the number 1 player out of Kansas. Some of the offers that he had were obviously Illinois is up there. Minnesota's another one on there. But this is a guy, and this just kind of speaks, I think, to the day and age of college basketball, where the idea and the goal is to get old, stay old, and you can do that through the transfer portal nowadays. Is that Illinois and Minnesota were really the 2 Power 5 teams that were in on Keaton Wagler, because when you're a team like Kansas, you can have your pick of the litter. You can be incredibly selective. And I think
you'll miss some.
That is where I'm interested to see, like, Nebraska going forward is what kind of doors are they able to open now after a season like this? And if they're able to make some noise in March, what kind of doors are they able to open? Not that they should want to be selective. I think Fred and his staff are going to always do what they do, and it's gotten them to this point, which is a positive result. I'm interested to see kind of if we see an uptick in some of the recruiting ability from Nebraska's staff here.
Crowbait, I see you, buddy. Keith Tinney, what's up, KT? It's only illegal if you get caught. Unknown texter 3764 says the national champion will come from the Big 12.
Ooh.
The top of that league will run the top of the Big 10 out of the gym. Interesting. You never know. You never know. Corey Lincoln says, my buddy coached against Wagler in KC last year. He didn't see this coming at all. And Corey Lincoln, it goes to that point. Some guys just explode on the scene, man. He was obviously good in high school. There was something, Kansas was already, had their point guard department taken care of. And like you said, Corey, the guy just exploded. You didn't see it in high school, but man, he sure he's hit something in this first season because he is putting in work. He is putting in work. Folks, when we come back, I'll dive into one more region. Then we're going to discuss the NFL draft, NFL Combine, which is coming up very quickly, which Huskers got invited, which ones didn't, and which ones will perform on the Pro Day that we always host here. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Get inspired at the 54th Annual Home and Garden Show, February 13th through the 15th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. $10 admission. Let the experts bring your home projects to life. Learn more at hbal.org.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Hey, Nebraska, this is your moment. Love Nebraska is already making noise on the court, but they're still missing one thing, a nickname. That's where you come in. Love Nebraska is giving fans the chance to submit the team's official nickname. Fans will then vote on the finalists later this season. Head to lovebneb.com/nameyourteam to submit your nickname and get in the game. Submissions end on February 22nd. Name your team, shape the legacy.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Nick, want to give him an update on Nebraska versus LSU.
Still 5-0, which is a good sign. Nebraska, I mentioned the jinx earlier, the superstition that baseball and softball folks have. You don't talk about a no-hitter until it's completed. Alexis Jensen had a no-hitter and then allowed a really strong single down the first base line that bounced off of Jordy Fromm's glove and bounced into the outfield. And so that was the first hit of the game. Nebraska, though, gets out of it unscathed. They still lead 5-0 here in the top of the sixth. They are 6 outs away from knocking off 10th-ranked LSU. They have a runner currently on second base with 1 out in the Husker half of the sixth.
I love the update.
6 outs away.
Swim my legs. I did legs this morning.
Okay.
And I'm feeling some twitching going on in my right cheek.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, man. Do you do legs too when you work out?
I don't do the squat stuff.
I don't squat either.
But I do
leg
like
press.
the leg press and
yeah.
My days of squatting and stuff are in the past.
So
I did enough of that.
Here's the thing. When you've done literally thousands and thousands, even just as a catcher. But I think about this, I don't want to do any unless I was in a sport still.
Yeah.
Which you're not doing any sports 52 competitively. So I'm like, I'm not putting myself under a squat rack under any circumstances. Because it's just not.
That's what we just talked about. Flexibility. Man.
Yeah.
That's the king right now.
Yeah. I'll do everything else. Like I said, the some lunges and things like that, body weight. But nevertheless, neither here nor there. 2 former Huskers folks, they got invited to the Combine. It was Emmett Johnson and Deshaun Singleton. They earned invites to the Combine. It runs from February 23rd to March 2nd at Lucas Oil Stadium. 319 prospects total are invited. 2 from Nebraska. The NFL draft, of course, is April 23rd through the 25th in the Berg. It's in Pittsburgh, so it'll be a fun draft. Swim. Speaking of the Berg, Joey Porter went scorched earth on Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay.
If you put, anytime you have that number of former guys.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't a good person or teammate.
Yes. And he wasn't the only one. There was a number of guys that now, and this is a super.
James Harrison
came out.
He said that Roethlisberger and linebacker James Harrison broke the brotherhood by discussing team business and criticizing Mike Tomlin.
I was surprised. It just shows you everybody got some stuff they're going through.
Out of anybody that should talk, Ben should never grab a microphone and talk Steeler business.
That was Porter who said that. He was like,
foul of all foul. The bleep that he did is foul of all foul. He is not a good teammate. Woo!
Yeah, dude. Dig into it. Because, as a pick, I was getting notifications because, when the algorithm shows when you're, so I was like, dang, they went scorched earth. And like I said, it shows you that when guys are away from the organization, they're the truth. They just going to start saying it, So anyway, on that Pittsburgh note, that's right there.
Yeah. Stop me if you've heard this before. Jordy Fromm delivers. She hit an RBI single, and Nebraska leads 6-0 now in the 6th.
Yes,
inning. I like it. They head to the bottom of the 6th against 10th ranked LSU, and they lead 6-0.
I like it a lot. Emmett Johnson, of course, was no surprise, folks, that he wasn't there. That he's going to and was invited to the Combine. All-American semifinalist for the Maxwell Award as well as the Doak Walker Award. Big Ten Running Back of the Year. The accolades go on and on and on. 14, almost 1,500 yards rushing, 12 rushing TDs, 8 100-yard games, 1 200-yard game, and also 1 100-yard receiving game. They're looking at projected a day 2 pick swim, either second or third round is what it's looking like right now. Ranked as the 3rd best running back according to Mel Kiper, regardless of what you think of him. But according to Adam Schefter, the running back, Emmett Johnson, out of Nebraska, there's a lot of awards that he qualified for. 1,451 yards out of Nebraska. The ratings for him look pretty high, Swim. That's from Adam Schefter. What's your thoughts, Swim?
Yeah, I think it's important for Emmett to test well. I don't know how much teams put into. I'm curious about this. Nowadays, with there being games are so accessible, film is so accessible. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say that the Combine doesn't matter because Nebraska got 2 guys. And for a guy like Deshaun Singleton, it can really move him up from potentially, as a 6th or 7th round pick to maybe a 4th or 5th round pick. I think, Emmett Johnson, if he tests well, I think, there's examples of guys testing incredibly well and still flopping in the league. There's also on the other side of the coin, examples of guys not testing well, having a poor Combine day. They fall in the draft, and they're some of the biggest steals of all time. And so, it's how often. I think it's also position based, right? There's a lot of things position based. The 40 probably means more for guys like that are running backs and skill position guys than it does for offensive and defensive linemen. So I just, Dave Remington did one of the greatest to ever do it. Was just talking to us about it a couple of weeks ago when he was on the show, talking about how he's like, why would I need to run a 40-yard dash? Like, he's like, as a center, you never sprint that much unless you're going to cheer a touchdown. So like, and that all makes sense. So I would love to talk to some NFL executives to be like, okay, how much does the Combine results it really, impact your decision making on draft day? Mm-hmm. Like, are you just going to overlook and look past statistics from a 12-game season or a 14-game season just because they ran faster than, at the Combine? Like, I I would look at the body of work on the actual football field rather than just what the test scores say.
It's been since 2015, the last Nebraska running back drafted. Of course, that was Amir Abdullah in the 2015 draft. But some of the highlights, if you would, the kind of the strong suit of Emmett Johnson, EJ, efficiency and elusiveness, of course. Matt Rule's been quoted a number of times right here. He says he's not taking huge hits. He makes people miss. Also does a great, as we know, we just mentioned, as a one game for 100 yards receiving as well. He's great out of the backfield as well. So I'm going to be excited to see where he ends up. To your point, Nick, he's going to have to test out well, which I've seen some clips. I might be going to say what was official, but seen some clips on X last night showing him training down in Florida to where anywhere from a 4.4, 4.43 to a 4.45, something of that nature. Yeah. Who knows with the stopwatch and all the rest of that stuff. We know he's elusive. He's got enough game tape. The other guy was the climber has been Deshaun Singleton, in that being he was definitely not a preseason lock, but it's the things that I looked at online and the reports. He kind of boosted us. He had a strong week at the Senior Bowl. Interception of that game. He also got ran over one time too. We were looking at.
They did,
which is going to happen though. Everybody's going to get ran over, but he got ran over. But the dude shows that he can play, man. 163 tackles, almost 8 tackles for losses, sack, 8 pass breakups, 3 INTs. Started 25 of his last 26 games. 6'3", and he's a big dude. Yeah. 6'3", 205.
Latest mock draft has him as kind of that 6th, late mid 6th, late 6th, early 7th round area for him. So certainly a guy that could, if once he tests well, and then if teams bring him in for interviews and conversations, from the IQ standpoint, you're looking at a potential ability to jump up in some mock drafts there. So I'm excited for Deshaun. I remember I talked to Deshaun at Big Ten Media Days back in July. And I mean, there was opportunities that he had to go undrafted, right, and still have some professional opportunities with some teams last year. And he chose to come back, and he and Marquise Buford are in that same conversation. But Deshaun Singleton, very, very happy for him that he gets to go to the combine.
Swim, I'm going to get your opinion on this. Me personally, I was very surprised that Sierra Wright did not get an invite.
Yeah.
He had a strong postseason circuit, honorable mention, all Big Ten. Obviously, Nebraska secondary ranked 3rd nationally in pass defense, but it had some strong showings at the Shrine Bowl and Senior Bowl practices. So I was surprised he was not there. His pro day is going to have to be huge.
Well, it is, and that's where, once again, is I wonder how much does the combine, impact teams in their thought process, because a lot of those fringe guys might not get combine invites, but I can guarantee you, as somebody that's been to the last 2 or 3 Nebraska pro days, guess what? There's usually representatives from every single NFL team that show up at a place like Nebraska.
Here's why, Swim, that I and to your point, you're exactly right on that. And you're at home turf. Here's why, though, the why combine invite is big. If you don't test out as well at the combine, you got a chance to do it again on your pro day.
Sure. Yep.
So from that aspect,
yeah, you get a second chance.
You get a second chance.
But also a lot of guys, I wouldn't.
But you don't want to suck twice.
I would imagine, I don't know if Emmett would, because you can be selective and stuff, and so I don't know if Emmett would want to go again through the pro day.
If I did a good job at the combine, sure, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm shutting it down. You don't want to go out there and blow a hammy or post a crazy time on something.
Exactly.
Maybe some of the drills you might want to do, catching or something but as far as running that thing, if you ran a good one at the combine, I don't care where I'm done. I'm going to shut it down at that point.
Yeah.
Shut it down. Folks, when we come back, we'll give you another update. I'm not going to say anything right now. I'll let Swim, the pro, do that when we come back, because something else could happen during that time or way. When we come back, and then will be time for the 80 attitude adjustment. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to crush a few reps before class with our expanded strength equipment or sweat it out on your way home from work. With over 2,800 locations, there's a Planet Fitness close to you, and most are open 24 hours. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See club for details.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheartsville. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon high around 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 29. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds. An afternoon high near 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Pleckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Let Sartor Heyman Jewelers help you be a hero this Valentine's Day. We have great gifts in store now, and if you spend $129, we'll throw in a free bouquet of roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905. In Lincoln and Grand Island and online at sartorheyman.com.
Hey fellas, let's take a quick time out here. February is American Heart Month, and listen, men are the worst at getting checked out. We'll watch every stat in the league, but ignore the most important one. That's our own heart health. So here's the play. Talk to your doctor about scheduling a quick heart screening at Advanced Medical Imaging. It's fast, it's easy, and it could save your life. Your family needs you around a lot more than your fantasy team does. Make the call, get the checkup, take care of your heart at Advanced Medical Imaging.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, it's been a fast ride, a good ride. We opened the show up. 9:25 talking about what the game that's going on right now, Nebraska versus LSU. Nick, give them a quick update, my brother.
Yeah, not a whole lot's changed. Nebraska's in the top of the 7th inning. They're at the plate right now, leading 6-0 over 10th-ranked LSU. Nebraska ranked 8th in the country themselves, but they have – I saw they popped up a statistic. 6 of the 9 hitters in Nebraska's lineup have a hit today. They, as a team, have 4 doubles on the morning, I should say. Jordy Ball, 2 RBI, 1 single, 1 double, and she's going to be in the circle to kind of close out the game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. But LSU, only 3 more outs to work with before Nebraska hands them their first loss of the season. And so Nebraska will, as they're in the Shriners Children's Clearwater Invitational Tournament, very highly respected, I should say the highest respected softball tournament in the country. In these early season tournaments, there's Nebraska, obviously number 8 in the country. Number 10 LSU is a team in here. 6th ranked Florida State is in the tournament. Number 1 Texas Tech is in the tournament. 17th ranked Georgia is a part of the tournament. Oklahoma State, who's a top 10 team, is in the tournament. Tennessee, who's a top 15 team, is in the tournament. So you're the creme de la creme type of teams are in this early season tournament here. And Nebraska's holding their own so far through 6 innings, up 6-0 on 10th ranked LSU. 3 outs away from getting win number 4 of the season.
Love to see it. Love to see it. MT Westy, what's up? He goes, as a Bucks fan, EJ reminds me a lot of Bucky Irving. Running back there for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I think Bucky probably catches it a little bit better out of the backfield, but I can see the idea behind it. The shiftiness is there for Emmett, and that's
frames, etc.
That's what I hope Emmett lands in a really good situation for him, simply because the problem with Nebraska and just running the football is it feels like there was so many times where Nebraska's running backs the last couple of years and why they've struggled so much is they have to make guys miss before they even get back to the line of scrimmage. You're doing so much work just to get back to the line of scrimmage or to get a yard or two that you're not really able to get anything else past that point. And Emmett this year was really, really special in a variety of areas, but especially in making guys miss and then doing even more on his own once he got past the line of scrimmage.
Folks, the 80 attitude adjustment for today is something I posted on my socials this morning. I always put it this way: before you check your phones, before you scroll, before you let the world tell you how to feel, folks, win your first 5. Not 20, not 30. No, just win your first 5 minutes. Folks, our attitudes, they don't drift positive. They've got to be directed towards the positive. If you open up to the world of the Pandora's box of, just negativity and anger and all the rest of that, good luck trying to reshift it and redesign it. Whether you meditate, you pray, you take your time, think grateful thoughts. You woke up, stand up with intention, start your day with intention. Because if you don't choose your mindset, the noise and the echo chamber of this world will choose it for you. Folks, you don't need a perfect day. You need a decided mindset. It's your attitude, always your choice. Swim, it was good riding with you this morning,
yes,
my brother.
Sir. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. We'll be back with them tomorrow.
We shall.
Folks, you'll be with
myself and Austin.
You swim in Austin. We'll be taking over DPs on the road. Safe travels to DP.
Yep.
It's in the air. And so up next, you'll have Austin and Swim discussing some more sports. Folks, thanks for riding with us. We'll be with you tomorrow. Have a great one.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855